So one thing, when you're broadcasting, you got to remember to keep your phone or your computer plugged in. My apologies. Hopefully it just comes back to where we were. But if you are just joining, you were not on the last broadcast. We are attempting, I don't know if that's going to work. We're going to try it because that soap is kind of thick. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that what that's doing. So I'm going to just cover that up like it didn't happen. I'm going to act like that didn't happen. We got 2 people that have made it. I don't like that brown. I was hoping that we could get like a swirl action going, but we're not going to get that. We're going to get a dirty soap. Thought I lost. No, my battery died on my phone. We got to do something though. Maybe I'll just do like a fake swirl where it's just on the top.
Why don't we make designs?
Oh, we can't really make designs because that's kind of thick. No, baby. I just ruined our lemon, guys. I don't know what kind of lemon you got with brown on the top. Maybe it's fudge. Maybe it's a fudge lemon cake. Did we make it back to Facebook? Careful over there. You okay? You hurt yourself?
Dead.
Now that sounds good. Yeah, I was trying to do like a drop swirl in there, but as thick as that lemon is, it's not dropping nowhere but the top. And I was just going to have like clumps on there. So I'm just kind of hoping that this will do a little something. There we go. All right, we're going to fake it like that. And now for the last 2 parts, we are going to frost it. And as you can see, this white has gotten pretty thick. And we're going to use that to pipe onto the soap. So I just allowed it to sit. And then it just continued to thicken up and thicken up and thicken up some more. So what I'm going to do, it actually looks like I'm getting a little bit of ricin from my fragrance oil. So what we're going to do is, I hope I can find, when's the last time I used this stick blender? Hold on, guys, because I want to kind of smooth it out a little bit. Here they are. Always trust a girl who has a container full of stick blenders, right? All right. I just need one of these so that I can smooth it out just a little bit. Carla, how are you? Very good to see you, my dear. I'm here on Facebook. Hello. Thank you for sharing. Rosita, thank you for being here. What's wrong? It's not Periscope. It is Zakia tripping, allowing her battery to get to all of nothing. All right. I'm going to have to switch to Rosie. We're going to use Rosie in this stick blending escapade because I don't know what I did with the other one. All right. And I'm just going to try to attempt to get any of this ricing out of my frosting out. And that's because my fragrance is accelerating a little bit. But no worries. No worries. It's not like terrible. I'm doing really well. Well as can be expected, right? It's so creamy. Now I want this to be smooth so that when I go to frost my cake, I don't have no ricey chunks in there. All the products are all natural, right? Not this one, Carla. I used a fragrance oil to get this lemon pound. Like, there's no lemon pound cake essential oil. So the fragrance is not natural, and neither is the colorant that I use. This is more of a novelty item, um, used for decorating the bathroom or even an air freshener in a space. Like maybe even on your kitchen sink, you could use it. Or you could definitely wash your hands with, like, if you're all natural, you don't want any fragrance oils or anything like that. Hey, Kay. Like, if you don't want any fragrance oils whatsoever, then no, this would not be something that you would use. But this is more of that novelty kind of thing. Novelty. The world's a novelty. Okay, so now I'm just trying to get this off so that we're able to pipe it. It does need to get a little bit thicker because that's still a little runny for my taste to pipe it onto the cake. It might just run. Yeah, I think that might run through. And then what we're going to do a very simple piping, and that is in making sure that none of my lines are going away. But in each one of the slices, we're just going to put like a little dollop on there, and we're going to top it with a lemon ball. Don't forget, baby girl, you pink is... Oh, thank you. She went upstairs. But Paige, I'm at the part where you can come back. She might have went to bed. Thank God. Once she finally goes to sleep, I'm like, yes, Lord. All right. So this could actually, like, this is a piping bag. This is a Wilton piping bag. It's an 18-inch one because I'm always making a mess when I do try to pipe a cake. Before, I think Erica was the one who told me Erica was the one who told me, or edible sins on here, because again, I only pretend to be a baker when it comes to making soap. I don't really do this in real life in a kitchen. And when I tried to pipe the cake before, I just was using the bag and I was trying to get the frosting in there. There was soap all over the place. So what she told me and taught me was that if you take your piping bag, you can put it over a vase, over a tall cup, anything like that. And when you do that, then that ensures that your frosting is only going into the bag. And when you close it up, it'll only be down there and not all along the sides. So by folding your piping bag over the side, you are ensuring that it doesn't like end up all over your table and not in your cake. So I'm going to just pour just a little bit of our frosting in there. It still seems a little bit runny. I do like it a little bit thicker than that, but I've frosted cakes with thinner, like real cakes. So we shall see. And so the best way to test is while it's all in the bag, and you want to try and avoid any air bubbles because, yep, that's going to work. I saw how it kind of made a form, and I'll show you. What does it look like? I don't have anything to put it on. Yeah, I'll put it on the back of a priority mail box because that's brown, and you'll be able to see it. So you want to get rid of air bubbles because those air bubbles will show up when you're trying to get the best possible design, and you don't want that. So basically, I start with a circle in the center, and then I go around. Yep, I'm glad we tested it because that's very runny. It's not keeping its shape, but it'll work. It shall work. So I'm going to go right here and then go around and kind of just come up. And we got our first little piper, no pipey. These seem really close together. Very close. I feel like I'm going to lose some of my piping when I go to cut this. I don't think I did my measurements so accurately. So ideally, we should end up with 16 slices of cake with their little lemon drops on them. And you just go around. This can be highly therapeutic. You guys want to hear India Ari? We can listen to India Ari while I type the rest. Facebook is probably going to cut us off. If that's the case, come on over to Periscope. They're a little more lenient. Oh, let's see. Maybe, guys. Maybe we got the right amount of frosting. I'm thinking. We might have did it. And listen, I completely eyeballed how much. Well, I could have did a little less with the chocolate and a little more with the lemon. A little less, a little more. But I think we hit it right on the nose with the vanilla frosting. And again, you kind of want to make sure you get all of that air out of the bag. Like all of it. All right. Oh, I'm losing you. Go on in there. I feel like these are way too close together. I heard somebody tapping in on Facebook or one of the platforms. What are you saying? Lots and lots and lots of frosting. You can never go wrong. But this is not edible frosting. I feel like I should pause for the cause and be very, very clear. If you have ever had your mouth washed out with soap, I don't care how good the soap smells, it will taste exactly the same and you'll be spitting it out. It is a combination of sodium hydroxide and the oils that I used in the recipe. So it looks good, it smells good, but leave it there. Don't take it to the taste buds, that's for sure. And this will have my infamous soaper's general warning. Do not eat the soap, Carol Ann. Do not do it. Now, I could have sprayed this with alcohol, but the thing with cold processed soap is it's going to continue to heat up overnight. So when it goes through that gel phase, these two, the top that I'm putting on there with the frosting and the bottom layer with the cake, are going to melt together. If this was a melt and pour, like Rosalind was saying that she made, which we're very excited about, she used the turmeric in there. Um, you would have to spray this with alcohol to help the two adhere to each other. But we're going to let science and soap do its thing because when it goes to heat up, it's going to do what it wants. I am really curious what we're going to get when I go to cut these. So I did have a little bit too much vanilla, so we're going to add just a little bit more to some of these that are looking a little janky, a little shorter, like Mom didn't care so much when she was frosting those, so we're going to make them a little higher. Can't make them too high because we still need to ship them, right? What are you guys saying? Lesson bag gives you more control. There she is. Richard, what the? Forget that. Why not just make one you can eat? Well, because I'm a soap maker, it would be very strange if I sent somebody a slice of cake that they could actually eat. And the soap that you can actually eat will not last for 6 months. This will. These are being made as special thank you gifts for some of my new clients. Um, and so I'm hoping that that little extra TLC helps me to stand out as the right choice for what they've hired me for. Once, when I took some soap made to look like brownies to work, someone tried to take a bite from the soap. Good vibes only. OMG. Thanks, Carla. Don't waste all that time. Well, listen. It begins and ends with the soap. I'm telling you. When I have baked back in my day, when I tried to bake, it was definitely something that only a mother could love and a kid could tolerate. Definitely not something that people want to partake. And you know, I'm being a little bit harsh with myself because I can make the heck out of a box cake. If it comes in a box and it's like add 3 eggs, 1 cup of water, a quarter cup of oil, we good. And then I'll add my little super secret ingredient, which is some confectionery sugar to make it a little more sweeter. And then I'll also do about 2 tablespoons of butter. Oh, I think I put too much essential or fragrance oil in there because I'm seeing it. Oh boy, that's no good. That's no good, Bradley. It's gonna take a little extra time. Y'all just going to be left out in the dust, huh? Y'all see that? It's just like coming out, oozing out. Maybe I shouldn't have eyeballed my fragrance oil. All right, so that's what we have there. The last thing that we want to do is add our toppings to it. And what we'll do for that is we'll grab our little lemon balls. These were the first things that we took out at the beginning of the broadcast. And what we're going to do is we're just going to add those right to the top to give it that lemon flair. Like, yes, this is a lemon cake. If our frosting was just a little thicker, I would push it in even more, but I don't want to lose what little definition we have. Just like that. And then we just spin it around as we go, and then I will bring this closer so you all can see what it is that we end up with. And everything that I'm using is what you could use if you were baking in a kitchen. Like this silicone mold is made for baking. This measuring cup, these here, this is a chocolate mold. The stick blenders are used. What you use to make the frosting? That came from my new soap maker's cookbook. That was just the same recipe. This book here, it came from my simple 3 for 3 recipe in there. So it's only 3 oils. So I use my same recipe and I just let it get thicker. If you just allow it some time, soap saponifies, so it wants to get thicker. This one, I have a feeling that my fragrance oil was just a little bit extra. 1 box of cake needs 2 containers of canned frosting. Betty Crocker. I wish I knew how to make like homemade frosting, homemade cake mix. I'm gonna try pies this fall because I really could just sit and eat pie crust all day. I don't even need the filling. I love the taste of pie crust, which is probably why our lemon meringue pie has a pie crust on there, but there's no such thing as pie crust on a lemon meringue pie. All right, we got a few more of these to put in, and then I'm going to let you fine folks go. Enjoy the rest of your evening. But if you are just now joining and you have not clicked I don't know where you're watching. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure that you have, I called you, Paige, but you didn't come back. Come on, you can do the last 3 balls. Get them on here. Come on. Fix your face, fix your face, fix your face. There was somebody on here who was looking out for you. They said, don't forget baby girl. I'll move that. I'll move it off your table. We will come back to cut this tomorrow. Here. What in the world do you have? Put your glove on first. Just, ew. Ew, that's a, whoa. Let's not get the soap in your face.
Mom, here's one question. What are we going to have for dinner?
Girlfriend,
Nothing.
it is 12:35 a.m. Here you go.
Heat.
What are you guys making for dinner at midnight? Your time. Here. You got 3. You got to put it right in the center. There you go. Push it down. 2 more. 1, 2.
Glass.
There you go. Very nice.
1, 2, 3.
Do you know where our alcohol sprayer bottle is? That's all. All right, guys. Here. Because these are going to be cut into individual slices. Here is the final soap cake. This is our lemon meringue. Whoa. Are you good? Okay. This is our, she's out of here now. This is our lemon meringue pie. Be careful, please. Air pudding and wind custard. Yes, this is our air pudding and wind custard lemon meringue pie. I'll be sending these out to clients. Looks delicious. Yes. But you know what? That brown, it was a beautiful surprise because I was not expecting it to come out that way, but I think it actually gives it just a little bit of character on the top so it feels a little bit more like a cake. So this is what we ended up with. It looks like I got my cake sliding, which is the complete opposite of what we were trying to do. But now I'll have 16 slices. I'd like to thank Carla, Erica, Miss Francis, Roslyn, Drea, Richard, Deborah, all of you that were able to join live. Lil One, thank you for joining. I am Zakia Ringgold of livesoapschool.com, as well as naturalsoapbyzakia.com, where it is so much more than soap, although we just made soap. If you are interested in learning how to make your own soap from scratch, head over to livesoapschool.com. I also have 4 books that are in the new Soap Makers Cookbook series, which will walk you through all of the supplies you need, the ingredients you need, the steps you need to take, as well as recipes so that you are not wasting your money on ingredients and trying to figure out how to do it. Lots of frosting. Uh-oh, I see comments coming over here. Carla is saying peace out. Drea is saying looking good. Miss Francis looks great, looks delicious. This is our air pudding and wind custard. That's what we have there. Thank you all for joining me. It has been a pleasure. If you are available tomorrow night, 6 p.m. or 6:30, I will put it on this page. 6:30 or 6 o'clock, I don't know, Eastern Standard Time. I will be speaking at a virtual conference on the power of leveraging your passion to build an international brand, as well as a community of people that are just as empowered as you are to go out and chase your dreams. That's a really long title. That's not the title of my talk. The title of my talk is Lessons from Live Soap School. Good night. Books are great. I've got 3. Thank you so much, Miss Francis. And good night to you too, Miss Roslyn. Bye, everybody.